Welcome to the closing episode of this season of the Finnish Education and Beyond podcast. We're here in Pori at SuomiAreena, the largest economic, social and political event of Finland. We'll interview different people from different backgrounds with different expertise from different areas that are important in the Finnish society today. Welcome and enjoy the show. KooPee, welcome to the podcast. It was excellent to see you today and speak about a very interesting topic. But before we go into the topic, could you please introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Well, I'm KooPee Hiltunen. I'm the director of the Finnish Games Industry organization, or the hub of the Finnish Games Industry, Neogames. We do a lot of things, starting from the policy making and discussing with the politicians and doing trade missions, doing studies about the Finnish games industry, dealing with the educational institutes, and so on and so on. So it's quite wide variety of things we do.
And today's topic was a little bit about how to hire international talent and how to integrate them properly in the industries. And you mentioned something about the gaming industry already being so international and English being already like an established working language. But if you could highlight a few of the points that you were making today in the panel and summarize a little bit what the panel conversation was about.
Game industry in Finland is definitely international, since around a little bit more than third of our employees are non-Finns. So they have been employed by the Finnish game companies. And basically, one of the obstacles for the growth has for years been the lack of specialists. So if we think about game industry, for instance, it's a global industry, and we are all, despite if we are in USA or if we are in Finland or if we are in Japan, we are basically competing to the same talent pool. And if we want to maintain our cutting edge in the games industry, so to speak, we need to have the best talent abroad to come to Finland and work with our companies, but not only to work with our companies, but also educate Finnish game developers about those things they are specialized in. If you think about the games industry, the competition is not getting any easier than it is now. It is getting more fierce.
And what are the highlights from the gaming industry in Finland that has worked very well and will continue to work well? And what are the things that actually need policy changes for the Finnish gaming companies to continue growing and becoming really global players?
Well, there is a lot of things, but I think that one of the things we have been discussing lately is that we need more startups for the Finnish games industry. So we have some very prominent companies, starting from Rovio and Supercell and Remedy and so on and so on. But for the future, we need more startups. We need more ambitious startups doing ambitious things. We need younger people to join the industry also, because it might sound controversial, but most of the successful Finnish game entrepreneurs, they are in their 50s at the moment. And we need more young people also to join the industry. And I don't care if they come from Finland or if they come from abroad. We just need them in order to keep the Finnish game industry ecosystem sustainable in the long run.
Yeah, I saw this documentary on the Yle. Yes, about the, let's say, birth of the Finnish gaming industry. It was really fantastic. And you saw these really enthusiastic gamers from then, who I then think are those leaders today that still have this strong ambition to create. But what are the incentives for the younger generation that are missing for them to become creators and not only consumers?
I think that in general we need to little bit find new direction, in a way that we have always been a very mobile oriented country. And if we think about what the situation is today, mobile is even more competed than some other platforms. So it is very hard for startups to grow in the mobile space. So we need to look at the kind of new venues for the growth. We have to take a look at the new platforms. If we go to the new mobile, we need to have some new fresh ideas also for the business side of the industry. We need to think things a little bit differently, and that's where we need innovation. We need innovation to kind of break away from the traditional Finnish games industry style of doing things. It is still functional for some big companies, but it won't be functional for startups because the environment has changed.
And what are the things that we should change as a society, or policymakers should change to create a better environment for this innovation around startups in the gaming industry?
I think that we should admit that, as the Finnish rock band said, kaikki viisaus ei asu meissä. We don't have all the wisdom. We need to have wisdom also from outside Finland. New ideas, fresh innovations, fresh connections, fresh cultural point of view, this kind of stuff, because we have to kind of instill to the games industry all the time. We have to instill new things and new ideas and new people in order to keep ourselves fresh and going and ambitious of what we do. And I don't know if you saw the interview from Ilkka Paananen, and he said we have to take more risks. We have to be more ambitious. We have to take more risks. That's what we have to do, and for that we need young people.
And does it also mean to attract the best talent from the world, from everywhere?
Yeah.
And are we good at that, or do we need to improve also there?
We need to improve. So game industry is a field of constant improvement. If you are just satisfied to yourself, it's not going to last very long, because the story is that it's one of the most competed industries in the world, and in order to basically stay in your place, you have to run pretty fast.
What would be your final words of encouragement to young gamers who have still not really grown up to start thinking about what to do with their lives, and their parents who also need to be encouraging somehow or facilitating their future growth?
So game industry is moving on. Game industry is constantly changing. Try how far you can go. And for instance, if you think about the technology we have at the moment, start with the Roblox, start with the user-generated content, and take a look if it's something for you. There you can go further and further and further on the way to the realms of the games industry.
Thank you very much, KooPee.
Thank you.